Alright, what's up everybody? Um Alright, what was I doing? Reach meat processing plant. I know okay, so I have this mission and then what were those challenges? What are those other things I have? Okay, they're collectibles. Let's see what's going on here. So I just gotta collect these things. Mangler, Cratch. So I don't know if I should. I think I'm just gonna go do the main mission here. And so what do I got for inventory? Why do these all have little? See that little guy there? Am I supposed to inspect all these things to get rid of that? See, look, there's a little exclamation point on all this stuff. I don't know why. I have a bunch of these too. They should probably use at some point. I guess I can only get 6 more before I really need to turn those in. Let's see what's in the. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff in the backpack too. I better go offload this. Oops. I didn't want to do that. Where's the other? Let's put it by type. Type. Come on. I don't like the way that they've done this. It's like it's a mouse, but I don't have a mouse, I don't know if they're trying to gear towards PC players or what, but there's no way they could do both, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so I have a 170 pistol equipped. So what do I have? The sniper, it's going to be ultimate ratio rig. Yeah. Okay, the submachine gun. This one's 173. The pistol's 170. Okay, the assault rifle's 181. So where was the other heavy duty? Right here. So we need to equip that. Okay, so we need to sell all this stuff, basically. Where's the, let's see, where am I at? Here we go. So we need to go back up to here and sell all this stuff. But yeah, I mean, I had a decent week with appliances. Got a lot done. I processed a lot of machines. Unfortunately, normally I've been getting them on Saturdays, and I have nothing to get. Today, I'm assuming the holiday, kind of screwed that up. But I do have 4 machines in there that need to be processed through, so I think I'm just going to do those and try to get everything up online, because I don't have. Is this the town? I don't have some machines online. There was a matching pair, and I sold the washer, so now I need to just put the dryer back up online and sell that. Which I don't know what. I gotta figure out how much to sell that thing for. Let's see. Yeah, so we want to sell this and that.
What? I mean, if you've got any more like this, you know where to find me.
Okay, we're gonna keep that apparently.
keep the... You drive a hard bargain.
Is this that shield? Okay, I think that's the only thing I want to keep. I think I can sell everything
Just
else.
scratch the serial number up, and she'll be right as rain.
Yeah.
Come see me again.
Okay, let's go look at the lost loot. It's full again. Oh, I'll probably just sell all this stuff too. Should we hit the box again? Let's hit it one more time. Just start using these keys up and see if we can get anything sweet. Alright, well that might be better than the one I have. I don't know. It says it's up on the DPS. Let's try it. So what did I get? Some sniper rifles. What is this? Grenade mod. Another grenade mod, which I'm using the heavy ordnance, so that's lesser sniper rifle. Lesser shield. And what is this? Grenade mod. So that's all just money. Just gonna sell all that stuff. I need to try this sniper rifle out though. I mean, I like it a lot better that it's one fire, you know, one. The other one I have to like pull the trigger and hold it, and then it burst fires. So I think I'm just gonna sell it. 30 grand. 26. Oh, these. No, I don't want to buy stuff. I don't know. Should I hold on to it? It is a legendary. Maybe I'll hold on to it. Sell this other stuff.
Not sure what I'll do with it. Maybe sell it to Clamp. Oh, Lavaine's gonna love this. Or hate it. She's a hard feck. You're taking on. Just scratch the zip. You drive a hard. That'll keep the... If you got any more like this, you know where to find me. You drive a hard bargain. If I overhear one more...
Alright, let's try to get back on track here. So yeah, I've got 2 dryers. I got a pretty nice LG set. The washer needs bearings. I'm not sure what the dryer needs, if anything. I still need to go through it, but I got the washer completely torn apart. So today I'm going to knock the bearings out and then order the bearings, and probably be putting that back together this week, hopefully, if they come in time. So that'll be good. And then 2 dryers to go through. The dude that I got one of the dryers from thought it was a timer, so he went ahead and pulled the timer apart. So, but I don't know if it is or not. I mean, so I don't know about that dryer. That dryer might just, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth buying a timer for it. I don't even know if that timer's bad, but now it's torn apart, and so if I can get it back together, sometimes it's fairly complicated, and this is that. So, and I don't have any of these types of timers, which makes me suspect if it's the timer, right? Because I've never had one of these types of timers go bad. So,
I can cure them all with your help.
what are we doing? This is a new mission.
Help me eradicate their madness!
Second session.
My favorite not crazy Ripper scientist. Sure, I could explode some more heads.
My machine is such a triumph. I want to cure all the Rippers. Please, find some nearby and invite them over to taste the Scarlet Cure!
Lure Rippers. Okay, so how do I do that? I wonder. Little side mission. Okay, well, it's got a little area over here. up? Hello?
You know I can see you, right?
Do they just like follow me? Is that the point? And that guy's following me pretty good.
Bring me more patients.
It's like, it's not it's not tracking it. I thought I told it to track it. Okay, I need 10. How am I gonna get this one to come over here?
Why so twitchy?
Extinction goes around.
Got 2 of them this time.
I spy. Don't stop now. Get more. Let us bathe. Blood ball.
Yeah, but is that one gonna follow me? I mean, hello? Do we just gotta wait for all these ones to spawn in? 10 of those. These ones just don't want to follow. They're just shooting.
I can feel you in my sense.
Kind of following. I guess I gotta go back up more. Gotta back up more and see if they. Three more.
Parade their meaty heads.
3 more. Hello?
I almost feel bad for you. Almost.
I guess the psychos are just gonna keep spawning. They're like spawning out over there.
Why so twitchy?
Then I guess I can just edit videos all weekend. I'll probably just do a lot of that too. See if I can get. If I can get all my current videos edited, I'm about a month and a half behind current time. So, and the reason is because I posted all of my old videos. So, I will eventually catch up because I'm not doing 7 machines a week. So I'll catch up. Once I catch up, I'm going to be posting 3 times a week, basically. So instead of 7 days a week, and that, will screw up my numbers. But I don't know what else to do.
Make. Together, we will give them all the volcanic cure. On behalf of science herself, I wish to gift you this helmet.
Well, she died as she lived, without a helmet.
So anyways, the other thing I could do is start making a different type of content, like, doing like more vlog style videos on top of the repair style videos. Because basically what I'm doing right now is just a repair style video, like, not a how-to, but this is what I'm doing on this machine, and showing what I'm seeing. Because the message that I really need to get out is that basically people need to hire me to come clean out their dryers, because these things get so full of lint like the internals do. And so I need one of the big services I need to provide is to just go do dryer cleanouts. And it's just because these dryers are all full of lint, and like people don't know it. You buy a dryer used from somebody, or even just you have a 5-year-old dryer or whatever, it's just gonna have that issue. They just all do. And eventually it just builds up in there over time. They're just a little teeny bit that, here and there. It just builds up and builds up, and I can't get caught in fighting these guys all the time. I gotta just get over here, get this mission done, because I'm hoping I get this mission done, there will be a base that opens up near this area, because it is so far away from over there. I need to be able to fast travel, but none of the fast travels, will open. Anyways, though, so, because like I went to a customer's house this week, and so far they haven't paid me at all because I haven't done anything for them. A couple times I've gone over, I haven't been able to help. Just, the nature of their problems. I'll say I might have helped, but we didn't know, and I didn't have any, thing to bill, or, there was no parts to sell or whatever, like no services. It's like basically I just went over there, hung out, and it reset, Except this last time I went over there and diagnosed the machine that they had, but they decided they wanted a new one. And so I didn't charge them anything for that either, because they gave me their broken machine. So I'm like, well, you don't have to worry about paying me for anything. I'm not really sure I'm going to charge for diagnostics. I think what I'm going to do is, if I diagnose your machine and you decide not to fix it, like in that case, for the most part, if that happens, I think what I'm going to do is have a diagnostic fee. And if you decide to have me fix your machine, then I'll take that diagnostic fee and put it towards the repair. So you just pay for the repair at that point.
Made it to the processing plant. What's my way in?
There's a path inside they used to walk the wild horns in for processing. Follow it, and then we'll get you past, security.
Guess I should just start doing the missions, because I'm getting bored of this game. That's not good. I spent too much money on it to get bored of it already. I gotta really start doing the missions here. Stop messing around with all the side missions. What is that? Okay, so that's part of the one of those other things I was on. Those side deals or whatever that I got. Let's get these guys out here. Anyway, so I'm like, sorry for not helping you again, because like his lady wanted to get a new machine, and I don't think neither of them were happy with that machine, because it's a GE and a GE dryer, and these dryers are not built well, we'll say. They have like a plastic bearing, which it does work for a while, but you need to replace these bearings every once in a while. And if you don't, like on a Maytag or LG, Samsung, all these ones, if you don't replace the bearings and they go bad, they start to make noise. Then you can hear them because they're metal. But the thing is even when these things are making noise, it takes a long time of them squeaking before they catastrophically break, we'll say, to the point to where the dryer can't be fixed. Well, on these GEs, the whole like housing that the drum rides on is plastic, and the bearing is plastic. And so what happens is it over time wears down through the bearing, so now the bearing is just non-existent. And then after that, it starts to wear through the plastic, and there's no squeaker. There's no like, you don't hear it. And like in their case, it was actually to the point to where her clothes were getting hot in between the drum and the sort of what the drum rides on, essentially. I don't know what you would call it, the bearing or the housing or whatever, and her clothes were getting stuck in there. And what he went in there to investigate, and he was able to lift the drum up about an inch. It had a lot of play in it because it had machined through the housing, the guides. So, basically, I had the part in the car, and because I used to do these all the time. So I had a GE bearing in the housing in the car. So I was like, well, I can fix it right now. And she's like, no, I want a new one. And I did have a nice, a Maytag dryer option that they could have got. And it's a pretty nice machine. I mean, it has the good bearings in it. And I mean, it's not my favorite Maytag design, but it's my second favorite. And like, I like Maytag. I don't know. A lot of these other technicians I watch don't. And, and I always tell people, like, I like Maytag, but I like it from my perspective as a mechanic, as a technician, whatever. Like, I like to work on them. They're easier to work on than the LGs and Samsungs, so that's why I like them. But, the idea being, when I tell people that, I'm like, I will, I want to be your dryer guy, your guy, so... if you have issues, like, but I don't know, I don't see too many issues. Okay, so maybe this is because there's a board here. Is this the new base? Need to turn the power on, I guess, because there's some machines right here. Let's see, safe house. Find data pad, it says. Okay, good. So this will be the new safe house. That will be nice because we're a long way from the other one. Locked. Well, how do I unlock it? Come on now. Hook me up, son. Oh, it's down there. Well, how the hell do I get down there? What do I look like? Some sort of mind reader? Anyways, so I think they ended up getting a new Amana. That's what he called me about, asking me, because I told him I would get a Whirlpool or a Maytag if it were me, and I would just get, they don't need all this stuff. I would just get the whatever, $500 one. But I don't know what they ended up doing. They were looking at the Amana. I told them the Amana is just like the Whirlpool or the Maytag. I think they're the same company, but they just don't have, all the Amanas I've had, they just don't have the same options. You know what I mean? Like, as far as, all the stuff that nobody really uses ever anyways. It's all these, like, extra dryer settings. I mean, really, I don't know. I don't know what other people are like, but this is what I'm like. I take all of my clothes, and I throw them in my hamper, my dirty clothes, right? Then I take the whole hamper and I take it down and I dump the whole thing in the washing machine. And then I use the same cycle every time. Just the normal cycle. And then I go put them in the dryer and I just use the same sensor cycle, the normal cycle. I don't know, all the other stuff, the steam, all the other stuff I don't use. So, I don't know. But, some people seem to like that stuff. LG customers, they always seem to be the ones that are like, whoa, is this locked? Okay. Nothing against you if you're an LG customer, but the LG customers I get that are often like, what is the, oh crap, no, I don't want to jump down there, I don't think. Okay, oh, it is down there. Nice. They're often like asking me for the serial number, or the model number, I mean, on the LG machines. And I always kind of know what I'm going to be getting into. It's like the same type of person that does this all the time. They're like, what's the model number? And then they're just like going to sit there and research the thing, and I'm like, they look at it and they buy it like it's new. Like they have the attitude and the idea in their head, like they're at Lowe's looking at all these models and they're kind of shopping it. You know what I mean? When they ask me for the model number. But I'm just like, well, you know, it's not new. It's like a used machine. So, okay, I've got that bin. Claim command console. Now what? I probably got to get back up in there. And so basically, they're like tire kickers, if that makes any sense. That's what they end up being. And then you sell them the machine, and about half the time they complain about this little scratch or this little, you know, small slight noise that it's making because it's not new. But, you know, what is this? Can I like float that back up or anything? Guess not. Okay, so where am I supposed to be going now? Back up there somehow, but there's no grappler things or anything. What is down here? Got a tree. I think that's how I came into here. Nope, that's not how I came into there. I don't know how to get back up there. So anyways, what I did, yeah, so like those people, most of the time that's why I have a hard time selling LGs. Because and Samsung sometimes too, because most of the time they just talk a lot. There's a lot of talk and there's no action. There's a lot of back and forth, like, you know, what's the capacity? And I'm just like, you know, that question right there gets me every time, because I'm like, what does that mean? Like, you know, I get it to some extent because some of these dryers are pretty small and they're shopping online, right? Essentially, because they're not like right there and they can't see the machine. But I wonder if they could be like, is it a small dryer or a normal dryer? It's pretty much, you pretty much have three sizes. There's small ones, medium one, or normal. Medium or normal. They're just normal. Like they're all pretty much the same size. And then there's the XLs. The Maytag XLs. They're the only ones I've seen that are actually big, right? Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be going this way. I think I messed up and I shouldn't have jumped down here. But whatever. Here we are, so I guess I might as well kill some guys. But anyways, so, you know, I'm like, I have to look up the capacity on Safari or whatever, the internet. And I always post all the model numbers in my ads, and so I don't know why they just don't look up the model numbers. And I don't know if this like pisses people off, but all I do is put the model number in, and then I send them the link of the website with the owner's manual, you know? And I'm like, well, you know, there you go. There's your capacity. But realistically, capacity, I don't know what that means exactly. Like, are people just like waiting to do their laundry until they can fill the thing completely up, you know? I mean, other than comforters, all of the normal capacity dryers, they're basically all the same. Like 90%, 95% of dryers are all the same exact size for all intents and purposes. Let's say some of them are a little bigger, some of them are a little smaller, but realistically, a full hamper of clothes is gonna work just the same in 95% of dryers, or we'll say a normal load of laundry.
Nice try.
Which is interesting because of that question. Now the washers are not like that. Some of these washers, especially the older ones, have small tubs, small drums, right? And it's just not the same. It's just not. But I don't sell that many washers. I like doing dryers. So anyways, you know, but that's what happens. And then they ask me about it, and then I never hear from them again. And it's like this last guy, you know, they'll say things like, I'm really interested. You know, what did he say? I'm super interested, the last one. And I'm explaining all this stuff to him. I'm sending him the link of the owner's manual, and he's like, you know, basically at the end of it all, I've talked to him, and he's like, well, I'm trying to find a set. I'm like, okay, well, you're talking to me about a single one. He's like, so I'll let you know. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, man. Like, what does that mean? That means you've talked to me and talked to me, talked to me. I've spent the time, I've done the research for you, and I'll never see you again. I'll never talk to you again. Like, you know, you've just wasted my time. That's basically what that means. So, I don't know. It's interesting. Not that it's that much time, but I think I need to go through and, you know, before, the other thing too is before I think I was listing all the sizes of all these machines all the time, and I haven't been doing that, and I need to do that, and then just get them all, just keep going, keep trying to, I tried to talk that guy into just letting me fix his machine, but he wasn't having that either. I'm like, I can just come over and fix it. It's not that, you know, big a deal or whatever. Okay, can I just like somehow jump up? I need to be up there. I don't think I can jump up though. It would be nice. So anyways. But you know, he like, him and guys like that are very difficult to deal with for me, because they just never get anything done, essentially. They just talk, and you talk to them for a while, and they never, I'm like, hey, I'm available right now. Like, I'm available in 2 hours. Like, I'll bring the thing to you. Sometimes I, like, try to, like, sometimes this does work, where they're just, like, so scatterbrained they can't make a deal. You know, they can't make the thing happen, and I'm just like, well, what are you going to do? You know, I'm like, just let me bring it to you, right? Like, what's your address? You know, like, I did this with a guy recently. I'm just like, what's your address? I'll just bring it over right now. Like, just tell me your address. And he was like 10 minutes down the street, 5 minutes down the street. I'm like, you live right by me. I'm like, just, and I brought it over there, and sure enough, it's like he just needed to be told, like, okay, move your car, you know? Like, okay, do this, do that. Okay, give me money. Now, let's get your old one out. Let's get your new one in. Like, there we go. You're done. The problem solved. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't a big deal. It's not a big deal like you think it is. Let's just slap them out, you know? Swap it out real quick. If this thing breaks, text me. You know what I mean? I'll be over here in 10 minutes, and we'll figure it out. Like, you know, like, let me be your guy so you don't have to think about this anymore, because you're sitting over here having a problem. Like, too confused to solve the problem. And I'm just like, yeah, just give me money. I'll solve it. That's the point, you know? But, yeah. And then, yeah, you got your tire kickers. Then you got your cheapies. They just want to talk you down. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, if you want to talk me down, that's fine. Like, I'm willing to negotiate. However, I'm not going to give you the full deal. Like, you know, you're not going to get that kind of service where it's like, what's your address? I'll bring it over. Once you talk to me down, it's like, well, I can't really bring it over for a cheaper price. And, you know, yeah. So there's a lot of that stuff. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going now. I'm lost and confused. Anyways, though, so that's that. I think, you know, what else? Then I have the other type of customer that's just like, hey, I need this. What's the delivery fee? And I'm like, okay, here's the delivery fee. And it's just boom, 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 boom. We hardly talk at all. Might talk for 5 minutes, text back and forth, set the whole deal up, and then I get there, they're on time. Like, you know what I mean? There's good communication about what's going on in the day. Like, I had that this week where the dude he's about an hour away is where he lives, and I gave him my fee for that because it's a little bit more on the delivery when they live that far, because it's 2 hours for me. You know what I mean? Like, I got to get paid my labor. So there's more money there, and he was cool with it. And I took it over. I was 10 minutes early. He was communicating with me because he was leaving work early. He's like, I'll be off at this time. I'll be home at this time. He showed up exactly on time. I was already there because, you know what I mean? He gave me his address the day before. Like, there's other people that I'll talk to, and I'm like, okay, we're going to meet at 2 o'clock. And then they wait till 2 o'clock to send me their address. And, like, they don't talk to me all day, you know? And I'm just like, come on, man. Like, well, now the meeting time is not 2 o'clock because I have to leave my house to figure out which direction to go into because I don't know where you live, you know? And, like, sometimes I can tell they're going to do that. And so what I'll do is I'll leave early, and I have an idea of what city they live in, and I just drive to that city. Then they text me their address, and then I'm 2 minutes away. You know what I mean? Like that, I've done that before, but that's risky because you have the machine on the trailer, you're out driving around, you get there, and what if they don't text you because they've ghosted you? Because so many people ghost me, like that they'll just stop. They just stop talking to me altogether. I'm just like, come on. You know, you should communicate with people. If you're buying stuff from somebody like me, let them know what you're doing. If you find another machine, let them know. You know, if it seems like you've made a deal, let them know. Be like, found another machine. Like, you know, it's going to be all right. Especially people like me that's doing a lot of these machines. You're not going to hurt my feelings if you're like, well, I like this other machine better or whatever. I'm not going to be like, I can't believe you didn't buy from me. You suck. I'm just going to be like, okay, cool. Like, I'm glad that you got a machine. Like, you know, it doesn't matter to me, but it would be nice to know so that I don't have to sit here and think like, you know, it puts me in a weird position because sometimes I'll be talking to multiple people about the same machine, and it's like at some point one of them might kind of get screwed over. You know what I mean? Like, because they're like thinking they're getting it, and then the other one just quickly says, oh, I want it. Then I have to say to the other one, well, this other guy wants it, so you're SOL, which happens. You know, I think it is what it is, but, and the reason that I have to do that is because people, you know, don't always communicate correctly. And so if two people are texting me, basically the way that I do it is I just, if two people are texting me, until one of them just says, okay, let's meet at this time, then it's just open, fair game, you know. Just it is what it is. The first one to say, okay, I want it, I'll meet you at this time, then they're first in line. That's just the way I do it because, yeah. Okay, I need one more Mangler heart. Because I just can't, like, it's so, people are so flaky. Nobody's like, yeah. And then sometimes I have people that are just straight up like, okay, I want it, I'll meet you tomorrow at 2, and then I never hear from them again. And like the next day comes and I'm like, okay, you know, like what I'll do is when we're meeting the next day, I always like have another little piece of information that I need. And then I text them that, and that's how I know whether or not they're going to flake on me or not. Because I'll like ask them, okay, what cord do you need on it? And then they don't hear from back. I'm like, okay, we set a thing up. And then I'm asking you what cord you need, and you're not going to show up. So I'm not going to bother with the thing. You know what I mean?
Work. You wouldn't believe what this crap fetches on the black market.
Okay, so now I need wild horns. Okay, got to figure out, okay, I'm going the right direction. So anyways, 'cause that happens a lot too, where they just like straight up ghost me, even after we have a meeting set up and everything. That happens a lot because I don't meet people at my house. So I'm fixing them at my house, but I won't let people over here just because I have kids and stuff, and it doesn't feel like a good situation. Well, sometimes it wasn't. There were times where people like sketchy people came over to buy machines. You know what I mean? Most people are totally cool, and I wouldn't have an issue at all. Like, you know, but the select few are bad enough that I'm just like, well, sorry, I don't want a bunch of crackheads to know where I live. Plus, not to mention, if I was my neighbor, I wouldn't want my neighbor just bringing random people over here all the time, you know. So that's just the way it is. And so I just don't. And I lose a lot of business for that because people want, like it's a mistrust thing. That's why I need to get caught up on my videos too, because then I can put the video of the exact machine in the description of the ad. So they can just go to my YouTube and see their machine fixed on YouTube and exactly what I did to it, and then they can decide whether they want to buy it or not or whatever. Okay, how many Cratch wings do I have? 6 out of 10. Because I might need to wander around this area and get them. Okay, 7 out of 10. Man, I'm hungry. I shouldn't be hungry. I ate a bunch of candy yesterday. Okay, I need one more Cratch wing. Hopefully there's one dropped around here somewhere. Yeah, so when I was doing the other videos, it's like back in the day, people started to trust me more because of that, right? Because they could go see their video being on, you know, of the exact machine that they wanted to buy on there, and you know, they could see exactly what was done to it, which I think would help. It also helped prove that I can fix them. I'm, you know, good enough at fixing them, I guess. I don't know, it might not, because I had some dude the other day who was like, it's alright, I don't want this type of customer anyways. But he was like concerned that I was going to scratch the machine with my drill. So like I, you know, there we go. So what I did is okay, I need to make sure that I'm not filling up this area here. I might have to, okay, I have 4 more. I can fit 4 more in here. So I basically, you know, I'd be working on the machine, I'd take a screw out, and then I set the drill on top of the dryer, you know. And he decided to comment and said that if he were my customer, he would be pissed that I was doing that and scratching his machine up with my drill. So I commented back, and I'm like, well, you know, it was my machine that I was fixing, and I guess I didn't really think about it, you know, like that. And I don't know when I'm dealing with customers' machines, I am a lot more gentle with that drill. You know, I was just, I think just that video in specific is the only video I think I've ever done that in that I remember. And I was kind of slamming the drill hard on the thing, you know, to his credit. I just commented back and basically said, you know, like, thanks for commenting and letting me know that, but, I mean, it was my machine. I don't know. If I scratched it, I was going to be the one at the lot with the loss. Like, whoever I sold it to would be, you know, I guess, able to negotiate those scratches out. But I didn't scratch it. And it was already scratched. These aren't. Most of my machines are not nice, new, clean machines. The ones that are, too, I handled very differently. You know, it is what it is. But all my ads say, I put in there some scratches and dings on all my machines, and they're priced accordingly, basically. So, you know, it is what it is. But because they're all scratched. I mean, you know, you move machines, and they just get scratches on them. And sometimes even just sitting next to each other, people put them right next to each other, and they sit there and wiggle, and they scratch. People put all their clothes and stuff across the top, and they scratch. I mean, most of the paint is pretty durable. So, and then the other thing, too, is the drill does have, like, rubber pads on it. So it's not like it's, you know, really gonna scratch it. It's plastic, you know, it's plastic and rubber is what the drill is made out of. I mean, I don't know, it's weird, but in the video too, I think the microphone is prone to pick up those types of sounds more, and so it seemed like I was like slamming the thing down a lot harder than I was, and so that also didn't help the situation, you know. So, but anyways, it's like whatever. Okay, so we can get this safe house going, and that should help. Here. So now what am I doing? Nice. Capture.
Are you serious? This place is amazing. Look at all the scrap. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Don't fear what I'll become once you bring me sweet order tech. Fear what'll happen if you don't. Wanna know why I have a desperate and sudden... I'd tame these critters if I could, but that didn't go so hot last time. Unfortunately, that only leaves one option.
Alright, so I guess I can do some more of those.
Hurry! Supplies are limited.
Heavy ordnance. So, yeah. 898. We're going to keep that one so we can sell that. So I have another one of these. Gun status effect is increased by 11%. Might have to look at that. Can sell that. I know I can sell some of these.
You're taking all me money.
I think I want no white stuff.
Not sure what I'll do with it. Maybe sell it to Claptrap for double.
476. I mean, I don't really use these that much anyways, so I don't even know, but 357.
Oh, Laverne gonna love... Oh. The smell of this thing.
But yeah, this is the first Saturday I've had in a while where I don't have a bunch of machines to go get. It's kind of nice. You know, I kind of took a little bit of a break yesterday. And Thursday I really wasn't feeling well, but I worked anyways. You know, I don't know.
Hope your grip's as strong as your jaw.
Alright, let's go through these. .800 DPS. Blasting Rainmaker. Okay, we might have to use that. So are these things that I have to do anything with? I wonder if they... Are they just there? Let's see. Self. Vehicle paint job. New hover drive. I don't know what that means either. New hover drive. It must be just be a like a cosmetic thing.
My favorite is you. Sucker, what? I mean, oh, Laverne's not sure what I'll do with it. Maybe sell it to Claptrap for double. If you see a dictator today,
So I don't know. This might still be better because there's not a lot going on there. This is 362, but it has elemental resistance for 8 seconds. This one's 476, but I haven't really seemed to need it, so I don't know about that either. Yeah. And then this one, the Jacob's gun. So what do I have here? I have the order, Vladoff, order. So that really won't help me because I don't have any Jacob's guns equipped. I guess I have a shield equipped, but I don't think that thing has anything to do with shields. It's a gun status effect chance. But do I have to have the Jacobs? See, guns with Jacobs license parts grant consecutive critical hits. Yeah, I think I like the one that I have better, so I'm going to sell that here.
for now.
Whatever. What is this, though? Oh, that's my other. We're going to try the new thing before I sell that. And then I'm going to sell that.
If I overhear one more half-baked
Alright, well, I think that's going to be enough for now. Maybe I'll come back later. I don't know. I'm going to go do some work. I'm going to go get those 2 machines knocked out, and or 3 machines. And then the other thing, too, is I need to take the axle off my trailer and straighten it. I'll probably do that today with the kids and teach them how to do stuff for themselves, because I could go buy another axle. I don't know if I talked about it on here, but I bent my axle last time I went camping on my trailer, and it's not right, so I need to make it right. I have my trailer suspended in the air right now on jack stands, and so the axle is just floating, so I'm just going to take it off where it is, and then I'll be able to move it to somewhere else and figure out how to straighten it. I don't know what exactly I'm going to do that. I'm going to have to I'm probably going to have to I don't know. I'll have to strap it to something and yank on it. That's what I'm going to have to do. I don't know. Heat it up, hit it with a hammer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld some crossbars on it to make it a better axle, because I think it's a little too weak for what I'm doing. So I'm going to beefing it up. And then I'm going to buy some better tires for it, because I think even the tires aren't rated quite as high as when we're fully loaded. You know, I'm not 100% sure I'm overweight, but I might be overweight. I don't know. When I stop, I feel like I put my hand on the tires, and the tires that I'm running are warmer than the tires on the truck. I'll say that. They're not hot, but they're not cold either. They're just a little warm. So it makes me wonder, I think I'm just I'm either right on the edge of my load rating or I'm a little above. And so I don't know how that's going to work in the long run. Now, what I will say is the tires that I put on there are the cheapest tires you can get. They're what are they? I don't know. You get them at Walmart. They're not good though. So that's that. And I bought those because it was convenient, not because they were good, and I will get better tires for it. And then I'll be looking for another trailer. I'm going to do another trailer project soon, and we'll see. Oh, now I can go into here too. What's down there? Anything good? Is that like an elevator that goes down there? Can I call the elevator up here? It says locked now, but the thing's still open. Nice. It is an elevator. So that goes down to where I was, probably. Down there, I'm assuming. Anyways, though, so, yeah, thanks for watching. And I'll probably be back on tomorrow, maybe tonight. But don't fall asleep. I don't know. Bye.